a report of a missing person was made to the police in regards to Lily Hooper, who didn't return from a bushwalk in that area. Since that time, police have set up a coordinated search involving hundreds and hundreds of volunteer personnel from those agencies that are reported. Since that time, they've been working day and night and searching a great area that I can only describe as thick and dense terrain with some walking tracks, but a great majority of that area I would describe as being very, very difficult to navigate. As I said, 11:30 a.m. this morning, notification was made by those searchers to the command post in relation to the discovery of, at that point, was a young lady who we believe to be Lily. Since that time, we've confirmed that we do believe it's Lily, but a positive identification is still yet to be made. Where we go to from here, the priority is focused on getting Lily out of that dense terrain and to reunite her with her family. There will be a coronial investigation which will be part of this process, and that will include criminal investigators attached to the Hume Police District who are already engaged in capturing evidence and data, and they will prepare a comprehensive brief of evidence for the coroner, my mistake, to consider. Do you have any questions?
The family was told incorrectly that she was alive. How has this miscommunication happened?
Okay, so just to put it in context, as I said earlier, the area is thick, dense terrain. We've got hundreds of searchers out there. They're carrying handheld communication devices, and as you can appreciate, we've all experienced it, sometimes the communication is a challenge. They've got clear instructions when they do have a find, and that can be as simple as an item of clothing, or in this case, the person we believe to be Lily. That was reported up. Now, part of the investigation, or part of this search process, should I say, is to keep Lily's mum and dad well informed of the progress of the search. And in fact, they spent a great deal of time down there with our command post, speaking with our inspector and our family liaison officer. And that is a positive strategy that New South Wales Police has adopted, because they are part of the whole process. We've been keeping them up to date with identifications of items of clothing, and in this case, the discovery of the person that we believe to be Lily. After that initial report is made, whether it's an item of clothing or in this case the discovery of Lily, we of course get further information over time. And it has been a very, very short period of time, and in fact between 8 and 10 minutes, that we were able to provide Lily's parents with the updated status.
So can you confirm they were originally told she was alive?
That will form part of the brief of evidence for the coroner, but I'm just putting everything in context of how we communicate with the family and how we continually keep them up to date.
Was there anything you can say about what the parents were told to lead them to believe that the child was still alive?
Listen, I think it would be fair to say that they were informed that the initial information that the searchers believed that she was alive, and that's what was communicated. But like I said, within 8 to 10 minutes, we were able to give them an update, which was a more accurate account of the discovery of the person we believe to be Lily.
Was the SES search?
Sorry, one question at a time.
Sorry, sir. Was it because she was in fact alive and died as police approached her, or was it just a misstep on?
Listen, that will form part of the investigation. As you can appreciate, Lily is still out there in that rugged terrain. We don't have the experts that can inform us as to the time of death. That will no doubt be part of the investigation. So I'm not in a position to...
Did police follow the protocol?
follow that.
Are you satisfied that the police and everyone there followed the correct protocol when it comes to communication and the like?
Okay, so there's no playbook to communication. I'll tell you that from the onset. This search is made up of many volunteers, yeah? So that are giving up their time to take part. These volunteers are trained in the search capability. We're not going to send people out there that haven't got the skill set. They are informed that when they make a find, to report it up, okay? Sometimes due to whatever the circumstances may be, whether it's not an accurate report or communication challenges, sometimes the information provided isn't as accurate as first is received, but that's why we continually get updates on the situation.
So was it an SES volunteer that found Lily?
Yes, correct.
And is there any suggestion as to what actually caused her death at the moment, whether it was exposure or a fall or?
Again, that's way too early. That will form part of the investigation, and obviously that is part of the process that the coroner will be looking at time, date, a place, and causation.
Commissioner, her car was found on the Wongenderi Road. Roughly how far from the car was she?
Not close. Okay, I can't give you the exact distance, but I can tell you it wasn't on a clear walkable track.
Okay.
And again, that'll form part of the brief of evidence for the coroner, but it was some significant distance away from where the vehicle was parked.
And also, why did the rescue?
How has this information then been filtered back to the Premier of New South Wales?
Oh, listen, I'm not aware who informed the Premier.
May I ask whether it was a New South Wales police officer that originally conveyed the news to the family that she was alive,
Correct.
or rescue services? Given there was, as you say, between 8 to 10 minutes of the family believing that she was still alive until they were then informed that she wasn't, is there anything you can say to the family about the confusion and the hurt that might have caused?
I think the only thing I can sincerely say is my absolute condolences goes out to Lily's mum and dad. Every one of the investigators and the searchers, whether they were volunteers or paid personnel, hoped for a more positive outcome. I can tell you the police that was in charge at the time that spoke to Lily's mum and dad certainly hoped for a more positive outcome. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I cannot turn the clock back. The command post, the inspectors that was there, he was there every single day. He had close communications with both Lily's mother and father. If we were able to provide them more detailed information on that first report, I can tell you that would have been the case. But unfortunately, it did take that small period of time for us to give them an update.
Why did the rescue helicopter fly to the site and then back to base again?
Sorry.
Is there anything you can or you would like to say to the family in relation to that 8 to 10 minute gap?
Oh, if I could turn the clock back, I would certainly. I can't provide a comment in regards to that because I don't know the exact wording of what was said. Yeah. I don't think it'd be fair to the investigation or the brief of evidence that's being provided to the coroner.
What do you mean?
So why did the rescue helicopter fly to the site and then back to base again? Why was that?
I can't tell you the exact reason why that helicopter flew back, but I can tell you that not only the rescue helicopters, the police helicopters were involved in this coordinated search because we were trying to put every available resource that we could to be able to locate Lily over that period of time.
Yeah.
What do you make of the fact that she was found so far from the walking trail? Do you think that she could have gone that far? Did she fall? And I understand that criminal investigators are now involved. Is that protocol or?
It is protocol, something of the significance that the local criminal investigators would prepare the brief of evidence for the coroner. They are the ones that are trained in taking more complex briefs of evidence and engaging subject matter experts in providing statistical data or forensic. So that's not uncommon. In regards to the location where she was found, that's going to form part of the investigation as well.
Where did the detail about half a bottle of water on her, where did that come from?
Oh, I can't tell you because I don't know exactly what was said.
Was she found in an area that had been searched before?
Again, that as you can appreciate, if you looked at the overhead map, it's not like there's 10 paths and it was searched. There's between the paths, it's thick, dense bush. and a lot of it is steep cliff area. But that will certainly form part of the investigation. From the onset, we have a search coordinator, a trained search coordinator there, and that's something that I think the multi-agency response has learned and certainly developed, that whatever search is occurring needs to be a coordinated search for that exact reason, to make sure that we are not missing anything. And in this case, again, that's going to be, that'll be looked at no doubt by the coroner.
The early findings of where her body was it at the bottom of a cliff face that would give early indications that it was a fall?
Yeah. Again, it is too early in the investigation. That will be part of the investigation. Photographs of the particular area, the geographical structures, that will be provided. So I can't even provide you any information in regards to any injuries or the likes until Lily's brought into the forest.
Just going back to the chronology of it, so you mentioned an SES rescuer found or
Searcher.
found
Yep.
in the first place. How close were they to Lily at that point? Like, who actually,
Sorry, how close
how
to?
close were they to Lily at that point? Was it quite a distance away? Had they seen her from the top of a cliff or something? And then who actually confirmed that she was not alive but dead?
I can't tell you exactly where they were. I would expect they were very close to her, but it was the SES that made both reports.
And then who confirmed that she was dead to the police? Was it
The
the SES?
SES, those same people. Yeah.
SES on foot.
Yes. Yeah.
Has everyone jumped the gun here? Did you jump the gun? Did you not follow the right? You know, did you not? We have to fact check things. Did you not fact check everything enough?
Put it in context. It's an 8-day coordinated search. We're talking about hundreds of volunteer people that are trained in searching. Yeah, we're talking about thick, dense terrain. We are talking about processes that we've adopted to engage the family members to keep them informed throughout every step of the way. So when we talk about a very short window in information being provided, no, I don't believe we've jumped the gun. But I will tell you that will form part of the investigation that's being provided to the coroner.
What was reception like where Lily's body was found? Was it in a dead spot? Would she have been unable to make any calls from that place?
In regards to the use of a mobile phone, I can't answer, but I can tell you the devices, the handheld devices that they were being used by the searchers were obviously capable of making some form of communication, because that's how we found out.
Lily's family on site.
They were at the command post, and that was in the when I say the general area, in the general area where Lily had left her motor vehicle.
What's the retrieval process for poor Lily?
Oh, listen, that's our objective to get Lily out there as quickly and as efficient as we can. We've had a look at air extrication. That's proving to be exceptionally difficult. I would suggest that it will be by foot. As in carried out. I would be hoping yes, but I can't give you a definite answer because I don't know how rough that terrain was to get to that particular location.
So you don't know, it could be hours, it could be days?
Again, I can't give you an answer. I can tell you it'll be longer than hours. Yeah.
But definitely by foot. But definitely by foot, there's no chance of lynching her out.
Unless they come up with another method, and we are exploring every opportunity to try and get Lily out of there. But at this stage, it's looking that it's going to be by way foot.
Commissioner, do you have a word of thanks for the volunteers who gave up their time to help?
I think all the searchers involved in this operation have done an exceptional job coming together. It's no longer the case that it's left to one agency to do a search. It's the case where agencies are reaching in to provide as many resources as they possibly can. This is not the outcome that we'd hoped, but my sincere appreciation goes out to every one of the searchers that were involved. They're putting themselves in harm's way, and they don't even give two thoughts of it. They were all hoping for a more positive outcome.
Will there
This
be
is
the
the
largest search and rescue operation in recent memory? Can you compare it to anything in particular, like the rescue of Hardy Nazari in the Commissioner National Park last year?
Listen, over the many decades that I've been in the police, there's been some searches that have gone over months, 12 months in the snowy mountains. I can think of one. and unfortunately in that case we still haven't located that individual.
Quick question, we have information that on transmitter radios that the gap was not 8 to 10 minutes, but rather 18 minutes, where the family were led to believe that Lily was still alive.
Listen, I'm not aware of that, but again, that will form part of the investigation and the brief of evidence provided to the coroner. We keep accurate records of when these sources of information are made at the time, so I can tell you the timing provided to the coroner will be absolutely accurate.
Will there be any extra support for Lily's family, considering this communication breakdown and the effect that would have on them?
There's current support that's being provided to the family by police, and we've got the family liaison officer that have been in close communication with Lily's mother and father, and that will continue well beyond today.
And Colin, just while we've got you there as well, would you be able to ask about how proud you are of your searches? Obviously, it was an SES volunteer who found Lily. I know there's been this miscommunication. Obviously, that was an accident, but how proud then are you?
So yeah, this was a massive operation for all involved, an event. The SES had 260 individual members out on the search ground over the last 5 days, leaving their homes, leaving their families to go out and be part of the emergency services that help in these circumstances. Myself and on behalf of my commissioner, we're incredibly proud of all of our searchers. The team that was involved was a specialist bush search and rescue team. All of the people up there were highly trained and highly proficient in their craft and what they do, and they travel across the state to help out where required. So incredibly proud of everything they did. Our thoughts do go out to the family, the friends of Lily. They're the ones that deserve all the thoughts and prayers right now, and of course my thoughts go out to all of my members, particularly the team that was involved in finding her, and we're providing them with some specialist support as required.
Have you spoken to them and what have they said?
I personally haven't. One of my commanders is on site at the moment with them to meet them up there. So I personally haven't had an opportunity. As we mentioned, the communications up there is pretty hard to get into. So not yet.
Are you disappointed in the way that this miscommunication has played out?
The communication system, as Mr. Cass has already mentioned, is a matter for investigation, and that will come out. At the end of the day, it's been addressed already. It's very rugged and rough terrain up there, and radio communication, like mobile phone communication, as we all experience, when you're in black spots or tricky areas, the information does get broken up a little bit. So I don't have any further details than that. I'm proud of our people. It's our people that actually took time away from their families and went up there to help search.
Do you think it was just an unfortunate accident that this communication was mishandled?
It's probably not for me to comment at this stage.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
you.